Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Charlie, and welcome to Prison Architect Season 7 here on this channel anyway, featuring the all-new Island-bound DLC. Oh yeah, we're making an island prison this time. Want to give a special thank you very much to Paradox Interactive for providing me with an early copy of the Island-bound DLC. Really appreciate that. Letting me show this off to my own community here on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and hit start and go to a new prison here, and we're gonna take a look at some of the new actions. So we have all these different plots and stuff that you can normally do, and that's great. What we're gonna be hitting here is a large plot. We're gonna go to an island plot now. Oh yeah. Generate a starting plot of land surrounded by water. This plot will use a boat dock instead of a road. Bam! Yes, I love it. Now, if you don't want to use the boat dock mechanics and stuff, that's fine. You can also do the connected island plot. You generate a starting plot of land surrounded by water with a bridge connected to the road. So you can still get road stuff if you want to as well. We have generate forests. Turn that on. Generate lakes. Kind of not really all that. Doesn't really matter now. Generate buildings. No. Failure conditions are on. As always, we always play with gangs. We're going to play with criminally insane inmates. And there's this dynamic reputations thing as well. Prisoners have the chance to gain or lose unique reputation traits during their time in prison based on their activities and experiences on the inside. I like this. Let's go. We are going to leave events off this time. I spoke about it in several prisons before. These things, they're nice. They kind of add a little bit of a twist here and there, but overall, they're very repetitive, and ultimately, they just sort of get annoying after a while, to be honest. So I don't really like the current event system. They haven't made any new events for this DLC as far as I'm aware, as far as I've been told. So unless they're going to add something more interesting, I'm going to leave this off for this one. Prisoner transfers is on, weather and temperature on, staff needs on, and escape plans on. We're going to leave unlimited funds, bureaucracy, research, and enable tools and cheats, all of which are off. Doing a male prison this time, and I think I don't really want to use anyone new. Like, I don't like the lobbyist. He makes it a little easy. Rita's kind of interesting, but she really suppresses a lot. I sort of like Safarak Nova since she gets money from contraband. It kind of gets interesting, but just to make sure we don't have really anything advantageous to this, I think I'm just going to go a little bit boring on this and just use the warden. I'm going to take the husky this time for the dog. And as far as mutators, I don't think we really need any of them for this prison. We're just going to try out the new DLC and everything that goes with it just as it comes. And want to make sure, before I get started actually, make sure there are no mods active. So nothing is active. It is all off. I have these installed for other means and testing and things, but those are all off. There are no mods in this prison. I'm not doing that. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this anymore. Not like last time. No, not gonna happen. All right, so island plot. We're gonna go back to, let's see, gangs, dynamic reputations, no events, bam, bam, and escape plans. And I think that is everything. Yes, fog of war is on. Island plot is on. Let's get started with our next prison and prison architect as we load in the map. Let's go ahead and pause it really quick and take a look at our little island. So the entire land is surrounded, of course, by water. That's what makes it an island. We also have this little bit here that we might have to navigate through. It looks like there's like a little walkway kind of going through here. Or maybe they can pass through. I don't know. We're going to have a lot of other items and stuff that we can use to facilitate transferring through and over and around other things. You know, I'm kind of digging the idea of generating lakes. I don't think I've ever played with generating lakes, but that would create sort of a bit more interesting, wouldn't it? It would make it to where I really have to think about layouts and creative ways to get from one place to another. You know what? I'm going to go back and recreate this with lakes. Give me a second. All right, we're back, and oh my gosh, look at this place. Oh, this is way different. All right, so we've got we've got a fair amount of land. It might be kind of interesting. It sort of horns like around this little like horseshoe around this little area. Sort of like it. Okay, we got little patches of water here and there that's been generated. That's pretty cool. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make a real. Well, we're gonna. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I don't normally do this, but because of Island Bound, this DLC creates a dynamic that we've never had in Prison Architect before, where starting map locations are very different, right? It's not just a skin and a blank, slate of land. It really gets dynamic from playthrough to playthrough and the different lands you have to work with. So I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I think if you guys want to follow along with me in this prison, I'm going to link in the description. I'm going to share this map just as it is right now, 8 o'clock in the morning, right off the bat, the very beginning. I'm going to share this map. And we'll see what you guys could do with it, and if you wanted to follow along, because otherwise you're gonna start your islands and they're not gonna look anything like mine, right? So I think I'm gonna give you guys this layout and see if you come up with something for it. All right. So we're gonna do that. All right. So starting this off, we've got workmen coming in on boats. Oh, it's so good. All right, we really have to buckle down here and figure out what we want to do. So it looks like we're making 840 a day somehow. And got a bit of a tropical island. We got these little patches and stuff. Now, we also have in the flooring tab, we have this landscape tab. And we can generate water kind of where we want. Shallow water is different than the large water. Create shallow water areas, create nicer shorelines between sand and water flooring. These tiles can be walked over, unlike standard water. So you can you can walk over these types of things, like a little shallow pond kind of thing. We also have these cliff edges you can make, and if you hit the middle mouse button, you can kind of get a variety of different looks for them, and sort of based on that, you can create, in a way, effectively, you can create multiple terrains. So you can have one area that's higher than the other area. They can't walk directly there. They have to go around it because it's like a cliff, right? They do have that. We're not going to use them very much, but what we might be using on this map, though, is the stepping stones. You can create pathways with stepping stones that your staff can use the stepping stones to get from here to there. You can only make them on water, and they're not that expensive, honestly, compared to a bridge. These are $5 a tile, and if you wanted to do a bridge, you would have to do a footbridge here. It's $250 per tile. It's really expensive. So that's a way for you to get staff across the water and stuff. Okay, so they're bringing building materials over, and everything has to come over on a boat now. So it's a little bit slower because only one boat can be at your dock at a time. Because of that, you are also able to build another dock if you want to. I have to find it. So this is the materials for the dock. We can kind of extend this, give it a proper shoreline dock look if we want to. But I'm looking for the actual dock, because I know they have one. There's a checkpoint here. We'll look at that later. Boat dock. We have one in storage, so we're able to get two if we want to. Essential for allowing boats to dock at your prison, ferry new prisoners, or deliver supplies. So we can go like this, and it just has to have a clear path in a straight line to the edge of the map. So you can effectively, I think, you can go on this side too. I think. Requires connection to land and a clear shipping lane. So I think, yeah, something like... Can you do it on another side, or is it only one way? I guess maybe this island's a little different because it's really over there, but I'm wondering if I could, theoretically, if we could put it on this side. It looks like it'll let you. It's giving me that clear shipping line look. So we might be able to extend the shoreline over here, for example, and then have, right there. Yeah, we could theoretically put a dock right there. And boats could come in and deliver supplies right to that zone, right? Because there's nothing that says you can't, why does everything have to come in from one side of the island? It can come in from other places. We have multiple trade partners, right? It's kind of interesting. I am going to go ahead and use that boat dock here, though, so we can have multiple boats coming in. So why don't we just have this go, I guess we can do it right up along this, right here. I'm okay with that. Or I can put it right up along here. Why don't we just do it right next to that for now? So that's our second boat lane, okay? We're at 25. Oh, are we actually paying for that? Wait. Are we actually paying for that? I thought we had that in I thought we had that in storage. Yeah, we had that in storage. That's what I thought. All right, so we have $25,000. let's see what we can do with that. First thing I want to do is turn intake off because I'm not going to be ready. We got some planning to do here, folks. But let's get this out of the way. Let's get this letter out of the way, clear this up a little bit, and good. Now, I could have read that Island Bound DLC thing. In fact, I'll take a little screenshot of that right there and just hold it here for a moment. And if you want to pause on that letter, you can. You can read it if you want to. I'm going to continue to play for the video, though, for those who want to keep going. Also, a notebook page is just hanging out here on the island already, so that's cool. All right, so... Except the first grant, right? That's what we need to do. First grant is Basic Detention Center and Administration Center. Let's take a look and see what we want to do here. Now, as you guys know, I like to do an organic prison build. I will sometimes plan out little tiny sections, but I do not lay out my plans beforehand. I find that the organic nature of the build, it just makes everything really more challenging a little bit and also more interesting for me. So I'm going to start with, let's say, a building like right here, let's say. I don't care how big it is right now, and then we'll, let's have this go, I don't know, maybe in about this way. We got to go around that water, though, okay. How about there, and then maybe we can have this jut down about like that, but only to the water like so. So we'll have this be our starting building for the time being. I do want these guys walking around outside quite a bit, though, so I'm not going to connect all these buildings. I am going to have plenty of outdoor walking spaces on the island. And I don't really think there's, like, security considerations. They're not really going to swim away, are they? Like, how do they get out? How are they really going to get away, I wonder? Are they going to swim? Is this like Alcatraz where it's really dangerous waters to swim in? Or I would assume so. I mean, if they're on an island, how do they get off? I don't know. We're going to find out. This is not like the Clear for Transfer DLC in the last prison where I was given advanced information and like a printout and bullet points of all the features and a breakdown of how everything works ahead of time so I can make a video. This is none of that stuff. This is not sponsored. I have not been given any additional information that you don't already have accessible to you, and I'm trying this out kind of blind as is. So we're going to learn some things together this time, folks. So how about we take and get some doors going. We'll get the large jail door here. I'll put it, let's say on this side. Right there. That should allow them to at least complete the foundation. Then we want to get reception going. And I think reception's going to end up being right here in the front. That makes sense to me. So why don't we have, or you know what? We could do reception in a separate building here and then have them come in. Reception off to the right, folks. All the way down the line. They have to walk down the dock to down here. And this is where reception would be. Maybe. I kind of like it. Maybe a concrete reception. Now let's get the brick. Maybe we do a different material. The problem with the different materials is I have to keep going into this tab every single time, and that will add up and be annoying over time. So I usually have to choose between brick and concrete, and I just like the look of brick more. So let's put the reception. Let's put reception like right here on the water. This is our little reception room. We'll see how they like that. And reception room, we'll put just a regular old door like right there, let's say. All right, let the workmen work on that. While they're working on this stuff, I'm going to try my best not to pause it all the time, but it's just a habit. You hit the pause button, you hit the space bar. It's going to happen. One thing I do want to do, though, is turn off auto lights, and then I want to... I'll leave these ones, I guess, but we'll probably end up having to delete most of these lights. What we're going to want is to start off, I think, with a holding cell. So why don't we get a holding cell going? We can have it be right here. This will be our holding cell. So reception here, holding cell here, and look at these boats coming in. I love it. Also, if you listen really closely, you can hear seagulls sometimes. Yeah, there they are. Yeah. You can hear the seagulls too. It's cool. All right. I'm gonna take. No. Oh man, now you're gonna hear me all the time, aren't you? You're gonna be like, hey, I hear those seagulls. You know what? Let's not spend $1,500 on that. Let's go instead. We're starting to make our holding cell. That's good. We are gonna want a yard and like beachfront yard. Anyone? I'm not sure it'll let me do that because it's supposed to be enclosed behind at least one door, and that's not technically enclosed. So we would have to, if we wanted the yard to be here, we would have to go maybe like with a grass fence all the way to the edge of the water. Yeah, we kind of have to go Maybe like this. Maybe we'll make the yard like this. And then it'll go in. I guess this is going to be the canteen then, isn't it? We'll have... where's the doors? Right here. Door. Have the door be right there, let's say. Right up along the... Nah, right. Leave me room to put something here if I want to. And then let's have the main door here also just go right directly into it. We're going to need offices, of course, as well. And offices are going to be... maybe we put some offices down here. Oh, utilities are going to be a bitch. Having to go around zigzaggy, man. Oh, it's going to suck. All right, let's put the offices maybe like up here. Well, actually, we have staff needs to worry about too. All right, you know what? Offices are going to go... No, I like this. Offices go up here. This is fine. 6 down and then over. How many squares over? I don't know. 18 for now. 18 for now. Sounds good. Let's go ahead and pop the staff door in the middle of the office there. Okay, so that will be our first office start anyway. Now, I think I want to take... We got the kitchen. That's actually a holding cell. So this can be the kitchen. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and expand on that. And we'll go a little bit over here, let's say. How about like that? You thought I was going to do it, didn't you? You're like, he's going to stagger that just because. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Oh, I'm a madman. You can't stop me. That's the beautiful thing. You can't. All right, so all these guys are in. I'm going to leave these trees here. I like the natural trees. I'll try to keep natural vegetation as much as possible, but this one doesn't belong. So that one needs to be dismantled. And this one's going to stay. Oh, man, we got to have some, like, outdoor areas, some, like, courtyard kinds of things. I don't know what's going on over here. We got to put something here. You know what? Nah, I'm not going to spend the money on it. I was going to say, like, we put a statue right here. It'll be our own statue. Oh, New York has a Statue of Liberty. We'll have exactly the opposite. Ours will be the Statue of Confinement. Love it. My Statue of Authority is what it'll be. Right there on the island. We'll call it Authority Island or something. I don't know. My dominance. I'll assert my dominance on that island right there. It'll be perfect. All right. So here's the holding cell. And all I need to do is create the rooms first, because then it'll tell me what I need. So let's say canteen is there. Let's say the holding cell will be right there. Let's say we do need some cells, but I'm not really ready to put those in yet because I'm not sure where they're going. Maybe we'll put the cell block like right here. Then they'll need walkways into the yard, into the canteen, which is totally fine. Totally fine. Cell block. I'm thinking, let's make the cell block these overgrown walls. Oh, yeah. Overgrown walls. Let's put them, I don't know. Let's put the cell block like right along the water maybe, or give them some walk space along the water. That's probably good. How about right here? Or maybe we'll make a couple different ones. Maybe like, I don't know how big these need to be. We can adjust them as we go, but this will be the first one. And then this needs an entrance, so we'll pop a big jail door. Let's say right 1, 2, 3 wall. So that'll be a cell, so it'll go there. Okay. So holding cell, good. Let's put in, we're not going to keep it, but I have to at least have one. So we're going to put a shower in right there because it's going to satisfy this grant. We need to hire 2 guards. We need a canteen kitchen. That's what this is. And so far, they're not doing anything with it. It's not, I think it needs a door. It's going to require me to have a door, I think, here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now, this is our reception area. It looks like it could be a utility closet instead, but I think I'm going to let reception be right here. So we'll go ahead and have the table that we need, which is just going to be like, I don't know, put a few tables down right there. Let's have our desks. Actually, let's mark it so that it highlights the stuff I need. There we go. All right, desk. We'll put that right there. That makes sense. And then a chair right here. All right, and then how about we stick some wall lights in as well? There and there should be good. And our reception is then done. Isn't that great? Workmen will get on that as soon as the boats bring them the stuff. I'm excited for this. Like, look at this map. It's so much more interesting than the standard, like, plot. I feel like you have to play this game with large map, though, right? Because you're going to have way less land than you normally have. Because it's a lot of it's water. I mean, you can add land, right? Like, say I want to add something right here in the middle, which I kind of do. I can go to landscape, go to dirt, and I can just drop dirt, like, right here. And I can create anything I want. I just have to pay for that, I think, right? No, it's free. Okay, creating water costs money, but creating the land doesn't, I guess? Stepping stones. Create pathways allowing prisoners and staff to cross water. I must know. I must know. It must be known. There will be stepping stones here. I want to see how they build them and how they like move across them. All right, so canteen. Let's do this. We want to go benches, and we'll just start on this side, I guess, because the door's there. So we'll go bench, like that. That sounds fine. Then table, table, table. And then we'll just copy it from there if we want to make more. We're also going to need to have the serving table. That's going to be along this wall. Let's put it, if I put that one more up, I could put it there. I'd rather not have them cross this, so I think we're going to put it right there. Now, one in, like that. Okay. Then we'll have the bin be right next to it there. We'll put the staff door for the kitchen on the side there. And we have one in the back here already. We're going to want to mark this as a kitchen. And again, I'm just winging this. Like, I have no planning at all in this. Can you tell? Can you tell? No planning at all. We'll have a cell be here. That's 3x2. Cell there, cell there, cell there. It's like I swear I didn't plan it, but it's working out really well. Same thing here then, I guess. So cell will be there, cell will be there, cell will be there. Now, to the people who might be new, welcome. You might be saying, please make dorms. Before you speak about the dorms, just know that I rarely ever make dorms. I just don't like them, okay? It's a choice, and I'm gonna stick to it for now. Do I want the overgrown walls? See, I like the overgrown for the exterior, but I don't like it being on the interior. So maybe the interior is a little bit, I don't know, a little bit nicer? Maybe the interior is just a little bit nicer. I think so. And I think from there, we'll just, like, we'll have our template for copying later, I guess. But it'll just leave that like that. So that'll be our cell templates for now. We'll let them do that. Let's see. So holding cell just needs a toilet and a bench. We're going to have a lot more than that. We're going to have our benches. We are going to do that. But in here, I want to put, not a phone. Let's put the toilet right between the benches. That sounds awesome. No, we'll put the toilets down here. And a row of 3. Then we're going to have bunk beds. Those are going to be aligned like this, so we can have... you know what? Let's get rid of the toilets for now. Let's let more prisoners be there. You know what? I will put the toilet right between the benches. And you know what? I think I'll remove the benches temporarily, and we'll put the small benches here instead. And then we'll put the toilets, I think, yeah, along here, like that. Okay. And then the bigger benches can just go in the middle. Like, we can put them... doesn't really work, does it? Let's just have one in there. We'll save the other one. Okay, now, utilities, right? We need an indoor place for our power. I'm thinking power probably works best maybe, like, right here. Although I really like the idea of prisoners crossing around this to get to another facility. So maybe not. And how do we put fires out? Is the fire... do they have fire boats? They don't. Fireman is $2,000. Air firefighters. Oh my God. You have to call them in by air and they cost $2,000. Paramedics is $1,000. Elite ops, $3,000. It drops one ops team. Oh, it airdrops them. Okay, okay. So that's going to be a bit more challenging. We want sprinklers everywhere. Thanks. I mean, I normally put sprinklers everywhere anyway. You guys have seen my last prisons. My power stations always have their own water for them. But that's interesting. You have to $3,000 for it. I don't want to put it here. Like I don't want this area. I think I might just stick it back here. I know it's more money to drag it out that way, but I think it's worth it. We have the stepping stones there right now. Oh, look at those. They look like little pallets like you'd have for like shipping things. It's kind of cool. I like how they're not lined up. This is perfect for me. This is speaking to me. The lack of symmetry here. Oh, it's speaking right to me. It's like they know. I want to have something going on over here on this pier too. All right, how about we stick power right over like I'm gonna have to airdrop them anyway, so it doesn't have to be by the road, right? So why don't we put it like right? I feel like this is like prime real estate though. I don't want to put power over there. Where do I want to put power? How about over by the offices? We'll just stick the power over by the offices. We'll put it, let's put it here. We'll put power there. Let's get a brick foundation added. And we'll put it up to about like, I don't know. Put it up like this. Sounds good. All right, so this is going to be an office, in case you didn't know. Offices are 4x4. So there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. I have a little bit of extra space, so I will be able to expand that. See, I don't plan it. And we'll just put a little bit of extra space there. All right, so what we want is the concrete wall come down like that. And then we'll just copy whatever this layout is for the office, which is a pretty easy layout. It's just going to be an office desk like this, a chair coming in like that, and a filing cabinet over here on the side. It doesn't have to be very complicated. All right, for this, we want to make sure that we get doors put in place to... Oh, shit. What have I done? All right, I got refunded for it, thankfully, but that's not what I wanted to do. Put that back in and get that going quickly. I'm going to put 1 capacitor in, I think, for now. Yeah, just for now. We'll put 1 in. And then we're going to have power lines, electrical cables, whatever you call them. We're going to drag them all the way down from here, straight down through to here. Okay? And then this will provide power, of course, to all that stuff. This actually doesn't need power because we're using the the wall lights. So we don't need power for this. And that's an important note. If we use wall lights everywhere, we kind of don't need a ton of power lines running everywhere all over the island, which is kind of nice. Okay, so this wall cannot be reached. Why? Oh, you know what? You put the wall in before you... Yeah, you did. All right. Well, first off, we're going to go ahead and... I never find the doors anymore. I wish they were back in objects, man. Let's put right there. We'll stick that door there. And then that workman can get out, and they can go do things that they want to do, and all as well. All right, we need a warden. That's you, buddy. You're right there. And then inside that, we can start stuff. I want finance as soon as possible, so I can take loans when I need to do so. Okay, now that we're getting electrical brought down, let's take a look. We got a kitchen. That needs cookers, fridges, all that stuff. So we're going to grab cookers. And let's have the cookers be... let's have them be... How about like right here? We'll put 2 cookers in. Fridges, we'll put them along the back wall here. How about... Nah, you know what? Let's put the sinks there because it's closer to the cell anyway. Fridges along the back wall. We'll put 1 there too. And then we'll have a sink put in on that side for now. For the water utilities, again, I'm not sure like if they can actually, I don't know, are you going to use my tunnel? Use it to tunnel? Maybe. Where are you going to tunnel to? I have no idea. I think for that though, I'm just going to put the water maybe kind of like right behind. Maybe like right here. We'll leave this outdoors. We'll put it right there. And then we'll have a fence. We'll kind of fence this in a little bit. And we'll stick a staff gate here and here. All right. With that being done, we should be able to run the power over. We'll have the power run all the way over and connect to that. Yep. And all the way, let's use the walls. Straight over to there. To there. Right there. All right. And the large pipe will then come this way and then up that way. Does it need to do that? No, it doesn't. It needs to be over by the cells, actually. Well, might be overpaying for water just a little bit. I can fix that. You know what? Nah. Let's dismantle this. I changed my mind. Well, we'll just dismantle it and move it over here. I might be overpaying just a tad for that. Let's bring you... How about over here? Like right on the water like this. This is actually not bad. We could say that we're pumping the water out of the lake, right? This is where they get their water. It's from this lake. It makes sense to me. And we'll just have this little pipe run there. That's way less expensive. And then the power-wise, we have to run it that way. So cool. So then this over here is kind of just a staff gate. We're gonna keep the prisoners out of this area. That's okay to me. We can leave that there. And then how about... We're going to need a little bit of extra on the fences, too, because this is all, like, it needs to be closed in for the sake of the game. It wants it closed in, I think. So we're going to want to do that, and then I guess we'll have, I don't know, another gate running this way. For the time being, that will lock them in. And then I think this is still open. I don't know, like, is it okay to have it all open? Because... it's an island. They can't just walk away. I don't think that's a problem. I guess we'll see. Shower head going in, like, say right here. We'll just do this. We'll just do 3 of them. I am gonna just remove these anyway, so I actually don't care. As long as it says shower here, we're good. And then the yard just gets put in as a yard right here, and then we're good for that grant. So there's the yard. Everything is fine. And then we need 2 guards and 2 cooks. So staff 1, 2, and guards 1, 2. That would be cooks again. Okay, guards 1, 2, 3, 4. Fine. All right then. How we doing? Finance, 1 hour left. All right, we have plenty of cooks now. Then I guess $10,000 grant done. Let's get another grant. So we're gonna do staff well-being initiative. I think probably need that. Let's work on that. And let's see, you got 1 hour and 32 minutes. So staff well-being is going to require a staff room. Staff room, I think for the time being, we're going to put you maybe right over here. I think right over here. Let's stick you like this. For now. Although I do like the idea of people being able to walk around buildings. I don't really want them to take up... Let's go like this instead. This will be the staff room instead. And then we just want to be, I don't know, staff door like that. That'll take care of that problem. All right, so for the water, we will need some bigger pipes running down this way, but it won't need to go too far. So I think we could probably get away with it being right there. And then we just had it over here like this. And like this, and I wonder, am I gonna need, yeah, it's 2 degrees Celsius, so I am gonna need to keep people warm, even though it's like a tropical island. We have 13 grand left. Looks like I'm gonna need a few more capacitors, so let's get those installed. And for the cells, we're gonna wanna do, let's say, we can do the old beds. Does it say, I wonder if it's gonna give me a room quality degrade because of this. I think if even 1 tile is this wall, it's going to downgrade it, right? Let's use the old beds. Let's use the old beds in here. Because I want to. And then we'll put the toilet there, there, and there, 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 and there. And despite what some people want, it's just the most space efficient. I guess I could, you know, go over here and give them a shower like the good old days. But I like it being all on one. The threes, man. Put this there. That'll keep them warm. Radiator wise, we're gonna want another one to be, let's say, right next to the sink. For over here, we'll put one, I guess, right there. And then over in the canteen area, I guess we'll just, I want to kind of maybe just adopt like an open floor plan sort of thing. So maybe we'll just leave it. And then for lights, of course, we need wall lights to provide, you know, light everywhere for these guys. So let's just light this place up. Same thing here. We'll just kind of, I don't know, go like this. I don't think it really matters where the lights go specifically. For in here, we have lights already put in, so we actually don't need them over here. Yeah, we don't need any more lights in here. This is already lit up. Same thing here. All we need is the power to be turned on. And that's going to be happening any second now. So whatever. That doesn't need to be done. We can just go like this. All right, let's turn that back on. Well, as soon as the workmen get on these capacitors here. There you go. Switch it on. There we go. Okay, power's on. And when you have, it says build 2 offices. So I guess I need another one. Let's do the quick build, clone, grab this, and go like that, and like that. Ta-da! I have 3 offices. You're welcome. There we go. All right, now the office buildings also need heating and stuff too. So what I also might do is let's just extend this foundation out like this. So it has like a entrance building for staff and then each individual office inside. That's pretty nice. We'll put the staff door like here. And then we can put in a radiator right here. And then this can provide heat for this whole area collectively instead of having to put one in each and every office. That sucks. All right, so how are the cells doing? Surrounded by walls and doors. There's no doors yet, so I guess they're not doing well. Let's put in just standard door. I guess is fine for now. So I recently bought a PlayStation 4 DualShock 4 controller. I didn't buy a PlayStation 4. I just bought the controller. I know. Does that sound weird? Well, it shouldn't sound that weird because by doing that, I am enabling myself to play PlayStation 4 games on the PlayStation Now service they have. So I'm really tempted to play The Last of Us, and like that story is amazing, and so I'm told. And also Last of Us 2, of course, when it comes out too. I know it's more of a story game, and it doesn't really do well on YouTube and stuff, but if you guys are like, hey, I'd watch you play Last of Us, then awesome. Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments if you're excited about this DLC, because I know there's some hatred on DLCs, but honestly, like, it advances the game, and this is, like, if you think about it, like, objectively, right? Let's be fair about this. These guys, Paradox, right? They have, and again, I'm not sponsored here, all right? Yes, I've received a key for the Island Bound DLC. So has, like, 1,000 other people, probably. But Paradox has objectively released a ton of content for this game in a very short amount of time relative to what we used to get. So I think it's... Can I reach this? Is that too far away? I bet that's too far away. God, I really hope it's not too far away. I might move you here and see if that covers that one little spot. We'll see. Power-wise, though, I know I can get it if I just go like that. And then you're connected to power already. Everything looks good. Hire an accountant. That's all we need to do now. And exceeds daily budget. You got to be kidding me. So by hiring her, oh man. So like hiring her allows me to exceed my daily budget, but I can't hire her until. So I'm gonna have to take intake. Yeah. I think we're ready for it. We're going to be ready for it. We'll take medium security prisoners, and we will go with, let's start out with 10 of them, just so I can get my accountant going. In the meantime, because I have $3,000 left, I'm going to start with maintenance. Look at this dock, the boat coming in. So it looks like prisoners are still going to come in the early morning. It says 15 hours away. So we're still going to have prisoners coming in at 8 o'clock, looks like. But this is all doing pretty well. Shower's in. I need to build a staff room, so I'm working on that right now. Let's continue working on that if we have enough money to do so. Staff room-wise is... I can't mark it staff only right now, but I think if I just mark it as a staff room, it's going to be good enough to have staff meals brought here. So we'll do that. And then drink machine is required. We'll have that be kind of over here. We'll have 2 of those. Why not? Makes sense for how big it is. We want a wide sofa and things for them to sit in. We'll just have like an area for them to sit and talk over here. And then that is technically it for the staff room. But I will also want to have staff meals and a radiator for heat, which I think I can probably get one. Be right there next to the couches. Probably. And... you know what? Like, if I was to fire one of these cooks, that brings it to 210. Perfect. Now I can't hire her, though, because she costs too much. Yeah, $1,000 to hire her. Insufficient funds. So let's go ahead and cut down some trees, I guess. Didn't want to do that, but I'm going to. We're going to go to dismantle and give me these trees out of here. And then how the hell do I export things? Does it take them off on the buses too? Or on the boats too? Like, I would imagine it does. It's the same as trucks, right? So why don't we have exports right here and see what these guys do? Because we got lots of logs around here. I could just go around and sell object, but I'm not going to. Have at least 5 guards is the only requirement until I get that 10 grand. Which I can't hire them because it costs too much per day. So I need that accountant, like, stat. I need the accountant now. Okay? Now. Bringing the logs into exports. Perfect. 150 bucks, 100 bucks. Okay, keep going, guys. Keep going. Cut down the trees. Get rid of them. I want to keep some of them, though. That's the thing. Like, some of these are, like, the natural trees, right? I want to keep them. But, like, big groups and lumped groups like this, that's the kind of stuff I can stand to get rid of, you know? Like, I can get rid of little things like that, and, like, maybe over here and over there, and how about that little one right there, and this one right here. Okay, that's enough. So, hopefully, a boat comes by, and they load the logs onto the boat. Perfect. We're exporting the logs. Get on out of here, boat. There's enough money. Hire the accountant. And now I can operate on debt if I want to. Perfect. All right, so by doing that with 5 grand, I can now hire guards. So I need to go one more. That would be 5, correct? Yes. Grant should be done. Have 5 assigned guards without assigned duties. Yeah, that's what I have. Don't I have 5? I have 5. One's on break. I guess that doesn't count. You know what? It's okay. We'll have 6. Okay, that's $10,000. Let's get new grants. We want to have cell block A. Seems like a really easy one to do. And then I think we'll go with visitation. Do they come in on boats? They have to, right? I mean, everybody has to come on boats. Security procedure certification. Maybe. 10 guards is easy. Security chief is easy. Patrols, bureaucracy is easy. This is an easy one. Let's get this. Okay, so these are the 2 we want. Now, in this bureaucracy setting, finance, I want you to research extra grant. And then now that we have the maintenance approved, we're going to work on security. Maintenance guy. We're going to get the workman. Nope. The foreman. You get an office. Off you go, sir, to your new office over here. And then if I could get my quick build to give me one more office. That would be swell. Like that. One more office. Okay. Oh, and then we need a door that takes them into there like that. Okay. Let's get that done too. All right, that'll be the chief's office. All right, so in here, this little area, I think eventually this will maybe be cells. Could make it a common room, shops, things like that. You know, it's sort of like this community building. It's not going to be, I don't think we're going to put cells here, actually, now that I think about it. Also, I no longer need a shower area, so let's remove that. And we can also go ahead and dismantle these. We don't need those there anymore either. All right, I mean, we're ready. The holding cells can, like, 10 people can go to sleep in here, so that's all we needed. All right, let's get the hot water brought to the staff room. I'm not entirely sure I can. It looks like it will reach there, so that's nice. I think we'll go ahead and have... typically a straight line is best, but... I actually like that, because if I have to break down a utility, if I stack them on top of each other, I can't do that easily. So I'm going to just drag you straight here. And that brings you to that hot water line. And, yeah, we're in great shape. I'm going to save it here. I don't know if I have the utmost of confidence for this. And I'm going to call this Duncan's Island. This is Duncan's Island. Okay? So, there you go. A tribute to last season. Right? This is Duncan's Island. Duncan's Island for criminal kind. Yeah. There you go. It's Duncan's Island for criminal kind. Perfect. I like to do this, okay? Just let me have my fun, okay? Let's give them some phones inside the canteen. Oh, this is a picture. I don't want that. I want the phones. Phone booth. We'll give them like 2 phones right there. And then we can give them like a couple of phones in the yard too, I suppose. Like right here. That'll be fine. Because I'm going to put metal detectors here, and I'm just going to get overcrowded. I'll put them on the inside. Yeah, I'll just put them on the inside. All right. For in here, let's give them the tire apparatus, I suppose. Put that like maybe right back over here along the wall. Nah, they like benches, though. I mean, they do. They have benches. Put a bench there. Put a bench there, let's say. And put a bench there, and put a bench, let's say, there, and that's it. Now, I like these natural trees, but they can climb them to get over the fences. Climbing this way would be stupid, so that doesn't matter. So actually, I can leave them. Because, like, why would they climb that way? If they do that, they're just in this area they can go anyway. And then climbing this way makes no sense, because there's water right here, and... I mean, I guess they could get through here, because I'm making it all natural flow and whatnot, but... whatever. Alright, so... Let's see. I think this is a great start, guys. What do you think of Island Bound so far? I know there's like, we haven't even touched the surface of this, the flying people in and helicopters and crap. Like, my God. What is it gonna, can I have my own helipad? I know I can have a boat dock. So there's a checkpoint here too. It says a checkpoint station for searching prisoners and visitors that pass through. Prisoners can only pass through a checkpoint in one direction. Must be manned by a guard. It's a pretty cheap thing to have, and it looks like I can kind of have a checkpoint. Does it have to be? Oh, it has to be indoors. That's interesting. They have to pass through the checkpoint, and it has to be indoors. That's a mistake. Oh, you really should have made this outdoors, guys. Like, you really should have done that. I could have put this right here, and everyone coming off the dock would just go through the checkpoint. Like, why not outdoors? I mean, maybe it's because... Well, I mean, maybe it's just like... I honestly don't know. Maybe I could have 2 entrances to the canteen. I could have a checkpoint that goes this way, checks them on the way in, and then when they leave, they get checked on the way out. But that would just slow down everything, wouldn't it? We're going to find a use for the checkpoints. And we're going to find a use for a lot of other things, too. Like these comfortable deck chairs. I'm just saying. I hear seagulls and I get beach chairs, okay? We're going to find... You know what? I'm just going to put these here because I can. Right? A little bit inland. There we go. Just because I can. And with that, we are going to leave it right there. So, next video, we got intake coming in. We got 44,000 in the bank, so plenty to expand with. We're apparently making 22,000 a day. That's not accurate. Or 2,200 a day. That's not accurate. It's just counting the sales of the logs we've done, which is a big portion of our money, probably. If I take a look at our financing, we had 3,500 in exports. So a big portion of this stuff is actually our grants that we've been completing. And, you know, all I have to really do is just put dorm here. And these are our cells as long as I can connect them to water, which is real easy to do now. So we just go like that, and they're all connected to water. Everything's good. They'll be able to use the bathrooms. These are marked as cells. We'll copy those over into this building, make this a dorm really quick. First grant done, and we proceed as how that works. So that's going to do it for me, guys, on this one video. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, it would help me out a lot if you went ahead and just hit the like button and comment down below. Maybe share it with some people, especially the first video of a series. Interaction is so important. So you can help me and the channel out by engaging with the videos, by hitting those like buttons and stuff. It means a great deal to me. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.